Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. And today's video is about books. Yeah, so this video is a different sort of a video. Um, as I might have told you, or if you have seen my Instagram stories, I have been reading books, and it's been a year since I have adapted this habit, a new sort of a habit. Earlier, I used to not read books, but now I've started reading books, and till now I've read a lot of books, and I thought, why not help you guys to pick books if you guys are confused, or if you want to know which book has what kind of a meaning, or which book you should read if you also want to adapt this habit. So that's the reason I thought of making this video. So if you feel that this video is going to help you, then keep watching till the end. So I have read a lot of books, but out of all the books, some books I felt like they are too helpful, too useful, and they are highly recommendable. But some books I didn't find that helpful. But since I got it like from my friends, so I gave it a read. But right now it's like I only have these four books with me. My other books are with my friends, or it's like I exchange books with my friends. So it's that sort of a thing. So the first book that I would say that you need to read is Atomic Habits. Yeah, I've already made a video on Atomic Habits, like why you should read that book. If you have not seen it, I've dropped the video link in my description. So yeah, Atomic Habits is like highly recommendable book if you want to get adapted to new habits. Then I think that book is really helpful. So that book talks about building new habits, or staying consistent with habits. And it's not necessary that you have to start big. Okay, it's like you have to, it's okay if you start small, but you should be consistent and should not give up. So Atomic Habits, it's all about that, and I think you should at least read that book for once. The next book I would recommend is Ikigai. So Ikigai is a Japanese word, and it is a technique, that not a technique, but it is a book on secret of why the Japanese live a strong and a long and a healthy life. So that book is all about that. But again, I think you should read that book for once at least. So it's all about staying happy and focusing on your goals. So you should, every day you should wake up with a purpose. Your life should be having a purpose. So whenever you get up, you should be like, what is my ikigai, what is my purpose for today, what is my purpose of life? So it's all about that. Also, it teaches you how to smile. So even you feel that the person, if like someone who's is not smiling at me, but you should smile at that person even if that person is not smiling. Okay, so one reason is it kind of builds a rapport. Another thing is, if you smile, it uh, prevents you from getting wrinkles at the early age. This is what the reason behind it is. So you should always smile, thinking that it's helping you only. So that is another thing that Ikigai teaches us. And also, your stomach should never be like full. You should keep your stomach always 25% empty. That is one thing. And also your career, that the career that you like, you should choose a career in which you're interested in which you have that aptitude. Okay, so that kind of a career you should choose, and also that career should create happiness in the world, create happiness in others' life. So Ikigai is all about that. So yeah, do give it a read. The next book, that is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. This book, I love this book. Okay, it's like whatever happens, it happens twice. One, it happens in your subconscious mind, and the second, it happens in reality. And you should always listen to your subconscious mind. Like, sometimes it's like you are doing something, but your subconscious mind is telling you, don't do this. Okay, so it's always necessary that you listen to your subconscious mind. And after you read this book, you'll understand why your subconscious mind is so important, what is so necessary that you have to listen to your subconscious mind. So yeah, this is like much recommendable book. It's by Dr. Joseph Murphy. And yeah, so I would just give you an example that happened with me the other day. So I was leaving from work, and the the doors were open, like the AC was on and the doors were open, and I just left. And but somewhere my mind was telling me, that I should go inside and put the AC off and close the door. But then I was like, okay, there's the office guy who will be doing it. But then again, my mind was telling me that, sustainability and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, let's go and let's put the AC off and let's shut the door. And I went there, I did that, and I just noticed that, I had forgotten my phone. And that's the reason why my mind was again and again telling me that go back and put the AC off. Okay, so this is what is called subconscious mind. This is what the power of your subconscious mind is. So highly recommend. The next book is about Your Prime Minister is Dead. It's on the death of Lal Bahadur Shastri. So it's about how his death happened. It's a mysterious death. Sometimes it feels like it was a plot. Sometimes there's a lot of mystery. So if anyone is making a movie on that incident, then I think I would be the first person who would be watching the movie. Um, so yeah, if you want to read something like mysterious and you want to know how it all happened and you want to know how the situation was in those days, you can read that book. But yeah, it's not like recommendable kind of, but then you can still give it a read. The next book is The Monk Who Sold Us Ferrari. It's by Robin Sharma, and since the time I've read this book, I've become a biggest fan of Robin Sharma. After that, I read his another book, but that I didn't find that interesting. But now I'm going to read his another book, that is Who Will Cry When You Die. I'm just waiting to read that book. So right now, The Monk Who Sold Us Ferrari is with my friend, and my other friend wants to read that book. So yeah, it's a great book. you know this book is like, just like an overworked lawyer, and at the age of 50 he's looking like he's 60, 70-year-old retired person, because he's so overworked. He used to work like for 17, 18 hours a day, and because of that his health conditions get worse. So and then afterwards he goes to Himalaya and he stays there with different monks, and he practices Ayurveda meditation and all sort of that. And there are different ways, there's a Kaizen technique, there's a Kaizen meditation. So there are different kind of meditations that are mentioned in the book. So right now I'm practicing one of the meditation technique, in which you should sit in a quiet room and close your eyes and just envision what you want to be like, how your future wants to look like. So it is that sort of meditation. So there are different kind of meditation techniques, and I want to read that book again because it's just a great book. So I'm just waiting when my friend would finish that book and I would get it back. But then you have to read this book at least once in your life. This book was recommended to me by one of my seniors, and then now it's like I'm recommending it to people. And after reading that book, I'm like, I want to meet Robin Sharma once in life. Other recommended book is Think Like a Monk. This is, I think this book was released like many years back, but then I got hands on this book like recently, and this book was like exchange. So I gave that Monk Who Sold Us Ferrari to my friend, and in exchange I took this book from her. So actually I don't like to read spiritual kind of books, but then since she gave me, I thought that like let's read it. But it was worth a read. So if you have a thought, whether you should read this book or not, I would just tell you that you can read it once. It's like, how to find your happiness in the happiness of other people. Sometimes we are so sad, but then we don't involve ourselves in the happiness of others. So it's all about that, and it's all about dharma and different kind of things, spiritual things. But yeah, it's worth a read at least for once, and yeah, do give it a read. The next book is Do Epic Shit. It's again by my favorite content creator, Ankur Warikoo. Oh my god, even I want to meet him once in life. So yeah, this is also another amazing book if you're struggling with your career choices, if you're struggling in life. Just read this book at least once. It's like you open any page and just start reading it. This was again a book that was given to me by my friend. So you open any page and you start reading it, and you'll just start liking this book. It's about what you need to do in your 20s, what you need to do in your 30s, and what you need to do in your 40s. If you are too confused, just read this book. Oh, again, the other book that I read, Get Epic Shit Done, that's the next version of this book. But then I didn't like that book that much. But then this was like the holy grail. So I would recommend this book instead of the other book. Give it a read. The next book is The Millionaire Fastlane. Okay, this is another book that was recommended by most of the content creators. That's why I bought it. This book is by MJ DeMarco. So this book teaches you how you're dealing your Monday to Fridays for a 2 days holiday. So it's all about that. Also, it reminds you that your 9 to 5 job is someone's passive income. You know, so you can't get rich quickly or in a less period of time, but then what are you doing currently should help you become your own boss in the future. Okay, and that future is not your 50s or your 60s. It's in some years at least. You should become the boss of your own self. So yeah, again, this book needs a quite concentration to read. So I'm taking a very long time, like it's been more than a month since I've been reading this book. So it's difficult to understand what he's trying to say, so it's taking a quite a long time. But then again, these are the books that I would say you should give them a read. Okay, and if you're from Mumbai, you can go to Flora Fountain. Over there you get these books for like $100. So yeah, $100 is nothing, right? So yeah, do give it a read and let me know how you feel in the comments, or you can ping me on Instagram. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If you've liked the video, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.